Reminder to everyone that this is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor, Mr. Rodan Ardines, to use this as an educational matter.
The impact of globalization on religious practices and beliefs, examining the interplay with global conflict and peace. So, the interconnectedness of economies, cultures, and societies has had a profound impact on various aspects of human life, including religious practices and beliefs. This report aims to explore how globalization influences religion and its role in both conflicts and peace efforts. So first, let's begin with globalization and religious practices. So the increased connectivity. So the ease of travel and communication has allowed religious practitioners to connect with counterparts globally, leading to cultural exchanges, pilgrimages, and international religious events that transcend borders. Second is hybridization of beliefs. So, in globalization has not only facilitated the spread of religions, but also the blending of religious traditions. For example, practices like yoga and meditation from Eastern religions have gained popularity in Western societies. Next is digitalization of religion. So in the digital age has revolutionized religious practices with virtual congregations, online religious education, and social media platforms, enabling religious leaders to reach a global audience instantaneously. Second is impact on religious beliefs. So it has religious pluralism. Its exposure to diverse beliefs has challenged adherents to re examine their own beliefs, fostering tolerance and acceptance of religious diversity. Secularization. As the societies become more interconnected and exposed to diverse ideologies, some individuals may question or reject traditional religious beliefs, leading to the rise of secularism and non-religious worldviews. And next is fundamentalism and resistance. On the other hand, globalization's rapid changes have also spurred movements of religious fundamentalism as some seek to preserve their religious identity in the face of perceived threats from globalization. And third is their relationship with global conflict. So, religious identity and conflict. Globalization has sometimes heightened conflicts along religious lines, as seen in tensions between different religious groups vying for influences and resources in a globalized world. Instrumentalization of religion. So, in certain conflicts, religion has been manipulated for political gains, with leaders using religious rhetoric to mobilize support or justify aggression, leading to religious motivated violence. And peace building efforts. Despite these challenges, globalization has facilitated interfaith dialogue and peace building initiatives, with religious leaders and organizations playing crucial roles in promoting understanding and reconciliation in conflict zones. So, contributing to global peace, bridge building, globalization has brought people of different faith closer together, fostering dialogue, mutual respect, and cooperation, which are vital for building sustainable peace. Humanitarian initiatives. Religious communities often engage in humanitarian work, globally providing aid, promoting human rights, and advocating for justice and equality, irrespective of religious backgrounds. And ethical frameworks. Many argue that globalization has contributed to the adoption of universal ethical values rooted in religious teachings, such as compassion, forgiveness, and respect for human dignity, which are essential for promoting peace and harmony worldwide. Globalization has had multi-phased impact on religious practices and beliefs, influencing global conflicts and peace efforts in complex ways. While it has contributed to religious pluralism and interfaith dialogue, it also has posed challenges such as identity conflicts and the instrumentalization of religion in conflicts. Moving forward, fostering understanding, tolerance, and cooperation among religious communities will be essential for promoting global peace in an increasingly interconnected world.
Good day, everyone. My name is Japp Alvarez, and today I'll be talking about how globalization affects religious practices and beliefs. So, first is interfaith dialogue. So, globalization fosters communication between religions, promoting understanding and cooperation. So, globalization facilitates cross-religious discussions and collaborations. It encourages mutual respect and understanding, addressing misconceptions and fostering unity among different faith communities. So next is religious diversity. So increase religious diversity increase migration, exposes people to new faiths, leading to religious pluralism in many regions. So, migration introduces people to varied religious practices, creating diverse religious landscapes. So, this diversity enriches societies but can also lead to tensions as different beliefs coexist. So next is secularization. So exposure to diverse beliefs can lead to decreased religions adherence in some societies. So exposure to global cultures and ideas can diminish religious influence, leading to a decline in religious participation and a shift towards secular values in some societies. So next is cultural exchange. So globalization allows religious practices to spread, adapting and integrating with local culturals. So globalization allows religious practices to travel beyond their regions. As they spread, these practices often adapt to fit local customs, blending global and local traditions. So next is digital worship. Online platforms enable virtual religious services reaching global audience. So technologies enables religious services to command to or transcend geographical boundaries. So online platforms offer flexibility and accessibility, allowing people worldwide to participate in religious activities remotely. Next is religious fundamentalism. So Some react to globalization by threatening conservative religious beliefs in response to perceived threats. So, in response to perceived cultural threats from globalization, some individuals may adopt more rigid interpretations of their faith, emphasizing traditional beliefs and practices. Next is legal challenges. So globalization may clash with local religious laws and traditions legal debates and reforms. So globalization can bring about conflicts between international laws and local religious customs. This may lead to legal battles and societal debates over issues like religious attire, dietary laws, and sacred practices. So next is human rights. So international standards influence religious freedom and practices, affecting how religions are practiced globally. So as global human rights standards evolve, they influence religious practices and freedoms. These standards can both protect and challenge religious traditions, shaping how religions and are practiced on a global scale. So that's all. Thank you.
Analyze the relationship between religion and global conflict, and conversely, global peace. So for me, based on my understanding, the relationship between religion and global conflict is complex and multifaceted. So what is complex? The term conflict typically refers to something that is composed of interconnected parts or elements. So religion. The religion has been a significant factor in many conflicts throughout history, as differences in religious belief had often fueled tensions and violence between groups. So, however, important to note that religion is not always the primary cause of conflict. It can be also intertwined in political, economic, and social factors. Additionally, many conflicts labeled as religious often have deeper underlying issues such as power struggles or resource competition. So, conversely, religion has also played a role in promoting global peace. Many religious traditions emphasize values such as compassion, forgiveness, and reconciliation, which can inspire individuals and communities to work towards peace building and efforts, so that the relationship between religions and global conflict is dynamic and context independent. While religion can contribute to both conflict and peace, addressing the root cause of conflict and promoting dialogue and understanding among different religious groups are crucial steps towards building a more peaceful world. That's all. Thank you.
The role of media in the globalization of culture and religion and the creation of global villages. So what is media? Media, it is a powerful tool for communication, education, entertainment, and opinion. It plays a crucial role in society by facilitating the exchange of ideas, fostering cultural understanding, and influencing behavior and attitude. So globalization, it is how people being connected to one another. So what is the role of media in the globalization of culture and religion and the creation of global villages? The media plays a role in the globalization of cultures and religion and the creation of global villages by connecting people in different cultures and religious information worldwide through internet or social media platforms, which facilitating cross-cultural exchanges, which is it involves the exchange of information, experience, and perspective across cultural boundaries, facilitating by social media networks like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and others that connect people from different backgrounds through social media, distributing entertainment content globally and sharing ideas and identities on global villages, which is everyone is interconnectedness through social media, which is social media allows individuals to communicate in different languages, providing opportunities for languages learnings and cultural understanding.
What is the role of media in cultural globalization? You know how TV shows, newspapers, and the internet can make us feel connected to our country. They create a sense of belonging and identity. When we watch news about our nation or enjoy cultural programs, it strengthens our bond with our country. Media also shapes how we think about politics and society. By discussing important issues, it encourages us to think and talk about what's happening around. The role of media in globalization of religion. Let's talk about religion and how the media helps it spread worldwide. With the media, religious leaders and followers can communicate instantly across the globe. They share teachings, events, and ideas through website, social media, and TV. Movies, documentaries, and news coverage also play a big role. They shape our understanding of different religions and culture. And think about online services. Now people can participate in religious practices from anywhere. Media makes religion more accessible and can change how rituals are performed. The media, especially social media platforms, plays a key role in performing a global village by connecting people worldwide through technology. Social media services as digital communities where individuals express themselves and feel connected mentally. Even if they are physically distant, each platform acts like a digital home, enabling people to share their thoughts, experiences, and identities, contributing to the sense of global village where borders and distances are bridged through online interactions.
The role of media in the globalization of culture and religion of global village. The media brings culture and religion from all over the world closer together, making the planet feel like a small village through TV, the internet, and the social media. We share ideas and beliefs, making us feel more connected. This feels us understand and tolerate each other better. But there's a risk of cultures becoming too similar, and sometimes the media can portray them inaccurately. This means that as culture mix more because of the media, there's a risk they also lose their unique identities. And sometimes the media doesn't show culture accurately and can be biased at the same time. So the media need to act ethically and fairly to make sure we keep appreciating and respecting each other's differences and of course their cultures.
Good day, sir. I am Engine Cadet Andaya, and now I am explaining the question, does the religion unite the global village? So, the question has two factors, which is the positive and the negative side. So the positive side is on the unity and the negative side is on the division. So religion can be uniting force for some people and communities, but its impact on global unity is complex and multifaceted. So on one hand, religion has historically played a significant role in fostering a sense of belonging, community, and shared values among its followers. So it has brought people together, providing a framework for social cohesion, so moral guidance and collective identity. However, religion has also source of division and conflict throughout history. So differences in religious beliefs, practices, interpretation have lead to tensions, discriminations, and even violence among different groups. In the area of globalization, where people from diverse religious backgrounds interact more frequently, these tensions can sometimes be exacerbated. So, in some cases, religion has been used to justify ideologies of exclusion, intolerance, and supremacy, leading to fragmentation rather than unity. So, yet, at the same time, many individuals and groups within various religious traditions advocate for peace, tolerance, and understanding, working towards greater harmony and cooperation among different faith communities. So, while religion has the potential to unite, people within certain contexts and communities. Its impact on global unity depends on various factors, including the interpretation of religious teachings, social political dynamics, and individual attitudes towards inclusivity and diversity. So ultimately, achieving global unity requires efforts beyond any single factor, including religions such as promoting empathy, dialogue, and cooperation across cultural, religious, and national boundaries. So let's delve deeper into how religion can both unite and divide the global village. So number one is the unity through shared beliefs and values. So it's a number one example in the unity. So religion often provides a common set of beliefs, values, and rituals that create a sense of belonging and community among its followers. So within these religious communities, individuals find support, guidance, and a shared purpose. So this unity can extend beyond local or national borders, so fostering connections among people of the same faith worldwide. Second is the interfaith dialogue and cooperation. So many religious leaders and organizations promote interfaith dialogue and cooperation. So recognizing the importance of understanding and respecting diverse religious traditions. So initiatives such as interfaith conferences, dialogues, and collaborative projects aim to bridge differences, build trust, and promote peace among people of different faiths. So, in this, religion can be a bridge or a border on how to get into a unite global city. So through interfaith dialogue and cooperations. So the next is the humanitarian and social justice work. So religion often motivates people to engage in humanitarian and social justice efforts. So transcending religious boundaries to address shared concerns such as poverty, inequality, and injustice. So religious charities, NGOs or the national government organization, non-government organizations, and grassroots movements play significant roles in providing aid, advocating for marginalized communities, and promoting human dignity and rights. So the next is the cultural exchange and understanding. So religion is deeply intertwined with culture, history, and tradition, serving as a lens through which people understand themselves and others. So, cultural exchange programs, religious tourism, and academic research contribute to greater understanding and appreciation of diverse religious traditions, fostering empathy and respect across cultural divides. However, religion can also contribute to division and conflict. So, here's the negative side. We're in the division. So, first is the dogmatism and exclusivity. So, some religious groups adhere rigidly to their beliefs and doctrines, viewing other faiths as inferior or illegitimate. This exclusivist mindset can be lead to prejudice, discrimination, and even violence towards individuals or communities perceived as other or different. So, dogmatism and exclusivity happens normally in our country. So, there are different kinds of religion in our country that fought for their faith, whose God is true, or whose beliefs is true, or like something like that. So next is the political and socio-economic factors. So religion is often intertwined with political and socio-economic dynamics. So with the religious identities manipulated for political gain or used to justify economic disparities. So in context where religious and ethnic identities overlap, conflicts fueled by political grievances can take on religious dimensions, exacerbating tensions and divisions. So, religion has a big factor in our political system, most especially in the Muslim side, wherein, for example, the running mate, or the running uh, the Number three is interpretational differences and sectarianism. So, even within the same religious traditions, there can be significant differences in interpretation, leading to sectarianism and internal conflicts. Disputes over theology, religious practices, or leadership can fragment religious communities and undermine efforts towards unity and cooperation. Last is the globalization and cultural clashes. So, the increasing interconnectedness of the world through globalization exposes people to diverse religious beliefs and practices, leading to cultural clashes and misunderstandings. So, rapid social change, technological advancements, and migration patterns can challenge traditional religious identities and fuel anxiety and resistance among certain groups. So, through this, I conclude that religion has the potential to both unite and divide the global village. So, depending on how it is practiced, interpreted, and integrated into broader social, political, and cultural contexts. So, promoting understanding, tolerance, and cooperation among different religious communities is essential for harnessing the unifying power of religion while mitigating its divisive.
Communities often provide a sense of belonging and support to their members, creating networks that transcend geographical boundaries and cultural differences. So third, interfaith dialogues. Increasingly, there are efforts to promote dialogue and collaboration among different religious groups, aiming to find common ground and work together on shared goals such as peace building, social justice, and individual sustainability. However, religion can be also a source of division and a conflict. So, first to this is dogma and differences. Religious beliefs can be deeply held and sometimes exclusive, leading to tension and conflict between different faith communities, especially when there are competing claims about truth or salvations. So, historical and political factors. Throughout history, religion has been intertwined with power dynamics and geopolitical conflicts, leading to wars, persecution, and discrimination based on religion identity. So, that was happening right now. So, another is secularism and pluralism. In secular societies, there is often a tension between religious and secular values, as well as between different religious groups and non-religious communities, which can hinder efforts to find common ground and promote cooperation. Overall, whether religion unites or divides the global village, it always depends on how individuals and societies navigate these complexities, emphasizing inclusivity, respect for diversity, and a commitment to shared community. So, that's all for the religious unite. Religion can also be a source of division, particularly when differences in beliefs lead to conflict and intolerance. Throughout history, religious differences have fueled wars, persecution, and discrimination, highlighting for divisiveness within the community. In today's interconnected world, where people from diverse religious backgrounds interact more than ever before, clashes between religious ideologies can exacerbate tensions and hinder unity. To navigate these complexities and promote harmony in the global village, efforts toward interfaith dialogue, understanding, and cooperation are essential by fostering mutual respect and appreciation for diverse religious traditions. Individuals and communities can transcend religious divides and work towards common goals such as peace, justice, and environmental stewardship. Embracing religious pluralism allows for the celebration of diversity while promoting unity based on shared humanity and universal values. In this way, religion has potential to be a powerful force for unity in the global village, which approached with openness, tolerance, and commitment to dialogue.